Dead. Death. Only 29 and thinking of it a lot. Maybe a bit too much, to be honest. So who here has ever thought of their own funeral? Don't put your hands up because I can't see you. Oh, look, they're going to put lights up. Let's put the lights up. Let's do that. Who here has thought of their own funeral? Fab, well, this is not about you, so if you want to talk about your funeral, meet me at the end, and we'll chat about it. We'll see if we have any similarities, you know. If anybody wants to, like, do banger at their funerals, we can coordinate. So I'm only 29. I've thought about my funeral quite a lot. But also, I don't want, like, a boring funeral. Now, do you want to hear about my funeral? Wow, you're all so happy. Do you want to hear about my funeral? Yeah. Fab. You might not be happy at the end of it. So, now, my type of funeral, you wouldn't be wearing black. None of this boring westernized shit where you just wear black at a funeral. No offense, guys. But I'm gay, I'm Indian, I want colour. Who wants colour at their funeral? Put their hands up. You can say it to me. Who wants colour? Yay! Other people are like, no, I want all black. That's fine. Each to their own. But I want to be sent off by a sea of rainbows made up of people I love. So I would have a gospel choir, and when the doors to the church or the Hydro Arena open, they will start singing. And do you know what they'll sing? They will sing Shakira's song Loca. Before she goes to jail, that is. But it'd be a bit of a twist. Instead of singing, and I'm crazy, but you love him, we'll change it to, and he was crazy, but we loved him. He was loca, loca, loca. So my coffin would then come in, and in front of my coffin would be a troop of belly dancers, because I love to belly dance. I can belly dance, but I'm not wearing the right clothes. And then my coffin would be in the shape of a blue TARDIS. Any Doctor Who fans, give me a shout? Yay. Woo. Okay. We come back to that, so any fans in the room, you'll like this. So it'll be in the shape of a blue TARDIS. Now, my coffin won't be carried by 6 people or 6 topless men. No. My coffin will be pulled along by a baby elephant. Now, before anybody in the room goes, excuse me? What? No. It'll be like Warhorse or like the Lion King where they have like puppets. I would love a puppet of an elephant pulling my coffin along, because I love elephants. Now, the reason I want to like make a TARDIS coffin is because it's bigger on the inside. And I always get told by people, you're a really big personality, so it's always bigger on the inside, but it's a box. Now, if you don't know about Doctor Who, sorry, because there's only 3 people that know what it is and that are fans. Doctor Who is the sci-fi show, and I'm a massive fan. I'm that big a fan, I went all the way to LA in 2020 for the Doctor Who convention, and I saw Chris... Sorry, I'm going on a tangent, ain't I? You're nodding, going, yep, get back to the story. Yep, sorry. So, back on my funeral, I would also like to have a Punjabi Bhangra drum, sort of, and a bagpipe. Because I'm Indian, but I'm Scottish. But when I was in uni, I had this persona that I did in class, because we had to make personas. Everybody else made them like the cat lady or like the bird man. I was like, oh no, I'm not an X-Men. So I became the Indo-Celt. And that is a mix of 2 cultures, because I'm both. Now, the choir will stop singing, they'll sit down. My coffin will be up on that wee pedestal bit, wherever it goes, that thing. And the elephant will come out his wee suit. And there'll be a eulogy spoke by my brother. My mum and dad will be crying because I'm dead. And there'll be a video of all my friends talking about why they loved me, how I was a pain in the arse. And the list is huge. You know, you've got like Ross, Megan, Sarah, Sinead, Peter, Andrew, I'll go on forever. Anyway, and then I'll have my opera singer friends Helen and Julia sing 2 songs in opera, which are Bootylicious and Get Right by J-Lo. Because who doesn't love an operatic version of Destiny's Child? And then we come to the end of my funeral, and the choir will stand, and they'll sing the song When Will I See You Again by the 3 Degrees. And as that's happening, the coffin will go in, the doors will close, you are all crying, hopefully, and petals will start to fall on you, just as you see me go into down there with virus. And then I'm gone. You can all do what you want, but there'd be a whole hall waiting for food. So there'll be lamb boonas, mum's macaroni cheese, there'll be jerk chicken and jollof rice made by my friend Divine. There will be wee gyros made by my friend Stacia. but it'll be guests made up of people that I love. Also, if you're wondering, this is a big funeral. Who's sponsoring this? It'll be sponsored by Waterstones, because I love books, so why not? And I also have £300 on my Waterstones app, so please do not steal my phone today, because that's my 30th. But my funeral is something that people are like, why do you think of it a lot? Why are you always thinking about it? And that is because there's been moments in my life where I've wished everything to end. I've wished that I could just stop everything. And the people that pushed me to the edge on multiple occasions, I still see. But there's also a ton of people that took my hand and pulled me back from the edge. But I am just one piece of a larger jigsaw. The ringing of the singing bowl, entering the threshold, removing the veil. 60 years since you migrated, each story a door integrated. A wedding in the back room, the ringing of the singing bowl. An ill child in the front room, the ringing of the singing bowl. Each door, each story, our home. Now, as a Punjabi man and being told to be a man, in Bollywood, the actors we see are so full of masculinity and muscles. So looking at people like Hrithik Roshan and Salman Khan, phrases in films said like, so a phrase that people like that say in Bollywood is "Mard ko dard nahi hota hai," which means men don't feel pain, which is a load of rubbish because I do and so many other men do. But growing up and watching Bollywood, I didn't really care about the guys, even though they were hot. I always wanted to be like the women. Within South Asian culture and the Asian world, trying to exist as a Gaysian isn't easy. Especially when you hear things like, put on a colorful scarf and act like an auntie. This Geisha business is a Western thing. There aren't any gays people in Indian culture. Bullshit. It's an illness. It has to be cured. Well, for one, I am not an illness. And two, homosexuality has actually been in South Asian culture for centuries. So all the Westerners that think LGBT started in the West didn't. Started in India and Greece. But I did drama, so if there's any historians in the room, I'm very sorry. Oh, hey. Oh, thanks. Can't see you, but cheers. But I also, I never saw proper gay characters in Bollywood. I never saw myself represented. I never had role models to look up to. And I saw Indian actors not as role models because they were never the men that I could be. Spending years looking at you on the big screen, wishing to be like you, yet from an age, I knew it was not due for me to be the same. Limp wrists and enjoying to dance like Shilpa Shetty, Mehbooba Mere like Juhi Chawla, Dilbar like Shushmita Sen, but I won't be able to be that guy that jumps in the stunts and is the leading man. Give me colour and sequence over any muscular Salman Khan. I've also grown up with many words thrown at me, showing how I feel when the bullies were South Asian. I get called a kusra, nachne wali, besharam, besti, or you get the phrases from him, or people who are white. And then you get the whole phrases, man up, don't be a pussy, don't be gay, grow a set of balls, go get a real job, stop crying. Waving the flag high when the streets sprinkle with glitter, hiding under the sheets at home, the unapproving gaze does not flicker. Standing tall amongst friends, proud of the steps I make, yet crawling back under the rock within my community, a backward step I take. Taboo to speak out, the youngest should never raise their voice, but with my feet I wish to walk with pride. To bring shame, there is no choice. Stand tall with those who accept what they see, the tribes we are destined to meet. The loved ones are standing close to me, with pride I walk on these feet. Being told by bullies to adults, from adults to bullies, that is wrong to show emotion. I let the bullies continue to hurt me. I even stole from the Glasgow Science Centre. Now, this happened in 2004, when the Glasgow Science Centre was this new craze, and everybody was going. Everybody was taking all their neighbours and their dogs to the Science Centre. Don't get me wrong, it was fab. And people find this really surprising, but I used to be a very quiet child in school, and get Flavia's laughing because she knows me well. That people always think, you quiet, wow. But when you do get bullied to such an extent, you go into your shell, you revert back. And I never told anybody this. until maybe about 5 years ago that I felt, okay, I can tell the story now because I don't talk to those bullies. I don't see them anymore. But I was told that if I didn't steal from the science centre on that day, that they would get me at the end of the school day in the playground. Because when you exit school, you had to like go through the playground and then out to your parents. It was weird. So maybe me being the Pisces and a Hufflepuff, being a pissy puff, I was like, cool, I'll do that. And I remember, because it was so real, I remember what I took. And I took a rubber, a sharpener, and I don't know why, but I took a compass. I like to walk, but I don't like compassy walking. And growing up now, I could laugh about it. It's like, I took a rubber. But the aftermath of that kind of shaped a lot of pain. I got sent to counselling. I had other parents taunt my parents in they're bad at bringing me up. And I never was able to tell them that actually I did it because they were going to bar me in. They've already punched me a lot. They've kicked me. And then it wasn't until 2005 that I went to high school and the bullying got increased. And I found something that helped me escape. It was something that was 45 minutes long on a Saturday. And I kind of had seen the guy's face before because my dad had brought home this wee magazine to me. And it was the Doctor Who magazine from 2004 that announced that Chris Ferguson was coming. I was like, who's this bald guy on the table? Who is he? I had no idea what Doctor Who was. My mum and dad were excited. And this was how I escaped in first year. And even to this day, just watching it, I can escape to another world. The bullies could get me in school, but they couldn't get me in my own room when I was watching Doctor Who. And I just remember seeing David Tennant for the first time in drama school. And yeah, it was... Has anybody here ever met their idol? Yeah. Love that. Yeah. It's quite a emotional feeling. Like, you never know, like, how they're going to react. They'll be like, no, sorry, bye. Or they're like, oh, yeah. And to be honest, I actually screamed at him for a selfie. David Tennant almost got kicked out of drama school. Never scream at people in drama school. But I did that because I don't think people realise how much of an impact they have on people. And I think for him and Chris Ferguson, to meet them in person, they would never understand that they were the reason that I'm here today. Doctor Who was how I've met amazing people, how I've met amazing friends, met my partner, and I've just like been to LA to go to Doctor Who. But even as an adult, I still am wandering in different worlds when this world isn't the one that I can be happy in. I still read the very first book my mum got me from Woolworths. Anybody still remember Woolworths? Yay! I wish it came back. And I devoured this book. So when there wasn't Doctor Who on TV, I would just go and read books. And this one's now getting a bit tattered. But when I wasn't able to escape from the TV world, I could escape through the literature world. And that's how books became a big part of who I am. But I am still trying to get strong. And it's not just me. It's fantastic to see how one show, how words can help the lives of many. There are many men out there who conceal their feelings, feel that they can't share their emotions. Bullying, abuse, jibes, harassment. We are seeing more men die because we just turn a blind eye to those that are in most need. They need our helping hand so they can be freed. I may not be the golden stereotype of a Punjabi man that I should be, but I am Sanjay. And I am happy with the person I am. It's not been easy. But how much truth is in a smile? How much pain do we need to overcome until we come out the dark tunnel? With our hands moist with perspiration. To be released from the depression of being stuck in a treasure chest, awaiting someone to unlock the key to the happiness buried deep inside. The power of words, the dichotomy of emotions, the scars seeping through as tears, hoping that we can eradicate fears. How much truth is in a smile? We can never know. But just know that not every smile is sharing happiness. I may not be the golden standard of a man. I may not be the man you want me to be. But I am finding my feet. I'm finding the path. Not sure where it will go or how long it will last. Deliebe Geneve. Rastepe Neneve. The path with windows on either side, judgmental eyes creating reasons to hide. At the end, I see the rainbow, but to reach it, I don't know how. As a son, I want to raise the family name, yet society sees me only as blacked out shame. The bells of my gungaroos feeling like metal chains, as the wish to find the one creates loops and scripts of pain. Yet, as each new day dawns, I creep closer to the door, knowing that my true self being revealed will be a lasting effect evermore. Just like Madhuri, I'll announce all to Aja Nachale, the society I want to be a part of is where we share only positivity. No more running, no more hiding. Roll out our celebratory roti as we dance surviving the lightning. Each step we take closer to the rainbow to open the parda to a whole new life without a negative shadow. So I'm standing here today, and I'm still processing my story and my connection to this topic. And this show became a lot more real for me when I lost 2 friends last year to suicide, which was a really big blow to me. And they were 2 people that brought very different memories, and their void can never be filled. And I still think of them. I still think of the memories I had, the laughs I had, but also how I could have helped them in any way. But life throws many things at us that you never see coming. And this is a show that I am dedicating to my 2 friends, and let's start talking. Let's start sharing our emotions, and let's not leave anyone alone, because a smile is not always a smile. Thank you.